Hey there, young historians. As you know, I believe that one of the purposes in studying history is so that we can find out why things are the way they are. And when we look around America today and we see a lot of the current situation and the current problems that exist, we see that there's a lot of issue that has to do with race and racism. And I think it's time for us to turn our eyes back to the original sin and find out why we are the way that we are. So far in our U.S. history class, we've talked about sort of the real glorious, amazing things that Americans have done and accomplished. For instance, settling the original 13 colonies. Well, this issue that I want to talk about was existing during that time. When we talk about the Revolutionary War and defeating the British, well, this issue was happening during that time. When we talk about the Constitutional Convention and creating our forms of government, this issue is happening at that time. When we talk about creating the Bill of Rights, the shield against our government to protect us, this issue is happening. When we talked about the first very presidential election, this issue is happening. When we talk about the second presidential election and the third and fourth and all the way up to the 16th presidential election, this issue is still happening. When we talk about this current topic we were on, westward expansion, moving out into the West, this issue was still happening. And if you've looked at this quote already behind me, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the issue of slavery. This is the original sin. This is something that the United States could have solved at the very beginning when they were making these platitudes, these speeches, all about how this is the land of the free, that this is a country that is built on freedom. But at the same time, millions of people were being enslaved. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going all the way back to the beginning. We're going to find out how slavery really began in this country. And you're going to be using this website here that is going to go through the explosive growth of slavery in this country. And it's a really cool website where it's very interactive. You see as you scroll down, you're going to see things happen on this map. And we're going to get a real good understanding of how slavery began, what the purpose of it was, and how it spread so quickly. While we do this, you're going to be kind of completing a sort of a fill in the blanks as you see what has happened through our history and how slavery got its real beginning. So I ask you to do this as we need to know how it all began so we can understand how it progressed, and then we can understand the implications or the results of it in our country. It's not the happiest of topics, that's for sure. It's not the most glorious and not the most proud moment in our country's history, but it's important to understand what these flaws are so that we can begin to heal our country. So I want to say have a good time with it because it's interesting information, although I know it's difficult to look at for all of us. So I look forward to having more conversation with you about this topic, and good luck with it. See ya.